everybody. Welcome back to Mediocre Whiskey Review. I'm Jill, your host. It's Tasty Tuesday. Stick around. All right. We're going to do something just the tiniest bit different today with Tasty Tuesday. I have the box right here from Dave. And all of the samples are still in the little bubble wraps. So I don't know what's what. I'll show you very quickly. You see? See my samples? So I'm going to reach in. I'm going to grab one out and I'm going to pour it. And I'm not going to look and see what it is till afterwards, right? So we're going to fumble around. We've got one. So here it is. I can't see the label. Let me slip the bubble wrap off. Okay. I have my glass. I have my whiskey. And I know you guys can't see, but I promise I'm not cheating. I did just pour some on my thumb, so there's that. All right. Oh dear. Now the plastic's stuck on the lid. So I guess you could say I stole the idea, but not really. I've seen Matt Porter do it before on ADHD Whiskey. I think he calls it 1 Ounce Wednesday. And I think it's kind of a cool idea. Now, I'm not a Matt Porter, so I'm not going to be able to tell you what proof it is and what distillery it's from. And I'm not that good. So we're going to set this back in the box over here. And we're going to close the box up. And then sorry, it's shaky. I still haven't brought my tripod back here. So, now that we have that, now that we had an earthquake, so sorry. Now that that's secured, let's taste it and see what we got. Maybe if I do this again, maybe I'll do it a whole lot smoother next time. So it does appear to have a really good dark color to it. And Dave, I don't know if I've ever had a bad sample from Dave. So, I have no doubt that whatever I pull out of that box is going to be delicious. So, go like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the things in the stuff. And we're going to give her a sniff. Now I will say that it feels very weird to me to sniff and taste something that, I don't have any idea what it might be. Usually if I do a blind, I know, what's in the blind, right? So this is different. We got to give it a good swirl. Lots of vanilla, lots of caramel. A little bit of cinnamon maybe. Overall, very pleasant nose. I'm not pulling a ton. I had a sip of whiskey earlier. I went out to dinner with work and I had a pour of Woodford Double Oaked, which I haven't had in quite some time, and I forgot just how much I like it. I'm getting a little of that bubble gum, powder bubble gum. A little bit of that on the nose. But let's jump in and take a sip. Cheers. So I got the very first touch of my tongue, felt spicy, but then there was this really deep vanilla, really dark caramel, and then a little bit more of the spice. The finish still kind of going, and I'm getting that mixture of the sweetness, the vanilla and caramel, and a little bit of that spice. Coated my mouth pretty well. It felt really good on the palate. So obviously we have to go sip 2. I didn't even bring any water over here to like cleanse my palate. There was like my brain wants to blurt out raspberry, but I don't think it was raspberry. It was like a kind of a dark fruit. I'm gonna say cherry, like a dark cherry. Okay, let's go sip 2. I'm still getting a little bit of that spice, and I'm gonna say oak, because it's not a rye spice, and it's not coming off as like a baking spice. So again, I don't know the age on this. I don't know the proof on this. I don't know nothing. Now, we can make a fool out of me, and I can try to guess those things, but I don't particularly like being wrong. But we'll probably guess anyway. It's fine. The nose is very, very sweet, and that dark fruit, and there's just lots of good stuff happening in that nose. All right, sip 3. It's an extremely consistent palate. It hasn't changed much from sip number 1, except it feels like more flavorful, but the same flavors, just getting a little bit stronger, coming out a little more. Vanilla and caramel, super prominent. And then that spice, and I'll say maybe a black pepper, but I really think it's more of the oak. I think it's more oaky. So as far as proof, that's the only thing I'm gonna guess. I'm not gonna guess a damn thing else. But I'll say that it's probably, I'm gonna say 112. 12 to 15. 112 to 15 proof. That's my guess on that. Now we're gonna go sip 4, and then we'll pull the bottle and see what it is. Definitely tasted the oak that time. But it's so well balanced, like the vanilla and the caramel, the sweet and the spicy, and like that is super pleasant. And I don't know if my brain is stuck on vanilla and caramel because I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know, maybe today I'm just broken. But let's find out what it is, shall we? Let me open the box back up. Here's my bottle. Are we ready? Are you ready to see? Huh, that would explain. Okay. This, way off on the proof. Way off on the proof. Stagg Junior, batch 16, 130.9 proof. Now, let's not be confused. I didn't say 112 to 115 because I think it doesn't drink 130. But I haven't had much else to drink today. So I thought maybe I was being a baby. But I have a Stagg Junior, and I don't remember which batch it is. And it was right around the 130 proof, and it was hot. Like almost uncomfortably hot with the proof. So I never would have guessed that was Stagg Junior. But the one that I have is the only one I've ever tasted. So, with that being said, what a pleasant surprise. I'll have to check and see which batch mine is. Yeah, I'm very, very, very pleased with this. I told you, never a bad sample from Dave. And again, this didn't feel near as hot as the one that I have. And I haven't even opened it for a while because it was so uncomfortable, for lack of a better word, when I did open it. So, real happy about this. Explains the mouthfeel, but I also think it explains the oak that I'm getting. So, I'm not mad. I don't think I've sucked all the way around, but you know. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I hope that you guys had a fantastic weekend, and I had a terrible day yesterday, but today was much better. So here's hoping the rest of the week goes well too. You guys go be nice to each other and do something nice for someone else and say nice things to people. And I will see y'all next time. Cheers.